Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is a paid request from Marv B. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos or topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, it could be for pretty much any type of video if you wish to. Like I said, commentary, review, video game, let's try or playthrough, a re-review of a movie, whatever the case. But this is for Snake Eater 3, His Law. Now, I know technically there's another Snake Eater film, but it does not have Lorenzo Lamas in it, and most people say it does not connect. So it's mainly these three films. And I will say it's been an interesting journey because these films, they don't have the best in terms of action. It's not a canon film or a PM Entertainment film in terms of the action scenes. Well, Lorenzo Lamas has been a pretty good lead in these movies. And the quirky sense of humor is what makes this film stand out. It's at the very least one of the more eccentric action franchises I've seen, especially in a long time. Where you just describe the plot, you go, yep, that happened. Well, that was weird, or that was pretty funny. Almost as if, like, deep down, these are parodies of action films, but they didn't quite want to say that either. And I liked the first Snake Eater. I didn't mind the second one. This might be my favorite. I do think it's a step up from part two. This might be my favorite of the three. Lorenzo Lamas once again plays the character Soldier. That's what I'm talking about. It's just a series of scenes that I appreciate their kind of quirky tone that did genuinely make me laugh at times. I mean, the beginning scene in the diner where someone's robbing the place and Lorenzo sees this, so he pretends to be another robber. I got here first. No, I'm robbing this place. How about this? We'll flip a coin, and whoever, gets heads or tails, they can rob this place. So he flips the coin, and in the middle of the flip of the coin, he shoots the guy and shoots him right in the head. Good headshot. Heads, you lose. I'm like, okay, that's pretty quirky, interesting way to start a film. Can't think of many action films that start with a coin flip turned to a headshot. So, of course, once again, he gets suspended. He gets on the news, and this couple calls him, saying that their daughter had been kidnapped, but we were able to get her back, but she's been affected. She's been affected because I guess she was doing a thesis on biker gangs, in particular this game called the Hell's Fury. She was kidnapped and then used as a sex object. But eventually when she came back, now anytime she sees a man, she offers herself to him. So what they want is payback. He's not sure if there's anything to do at first, but he decides to look around. He gets with his buddy named Cowboy. I forget who this actor's name is. I should have looked him up. Because I did like this guy who played Cowboy. I thought he was actually a much better... I thought he was a better sidekick compared to... I mean, I don't mind the guy in the second film. Larry B. Scott, who was in Revenge of the Nerds, among other movies. But he wasn't utilized much. He kind of disappeared from time to time. I thought this guy actually worked well in the sense of humor. Minor Mustaine is his name. I guess he's more of a stunt guy and stunt performer, actually. Okay. Because he did stunts for stunt performer and stunt coordinator in Gothica, stunt coordinator in The Whole Nine Yards. He did stunts on Silent Trigger with Dolph Lundgren. Scanners 2, Highlander 2. He did stunts for those movies. And for movies, it was pretty much Veteran Cop or Rover Guard number 2 or not much of any big roles. Extract Team number 1. Video Arcade Guard. So this is one of the few he got a decent part in. Which is too bad. I thought he actually did a pretty decent part. Minor Mustaine did a pretty decent job as Cowboy. I liked him. I liked his demeanor. I liked his back and forth with Lorenzo. They felt like they had been friends for a while. And this is one of those movies that was a very easy film to sit through and watch. It's like, okay, you do a little bit of plot, and then they're in this bar, again, he's looking for a cowboy. And he sees how this couple's being picked on by these rednecks. And you definitely see more martial arts from Lorenzo here compared with the second film. The second film has felt like they lessened the martial arts usage, which I thought was a mistake. But here you see a lot more of kicks and punches thrown by our main character, which was a good plus for the film. So he's beating people up in the bar. I mean, it's not going to be John Wick, okay? It's not going to be any of that sort, but it's more of the rough and tumble. But I'm a sucker for that. I would definitely say part of me wishes it was not the same director who did the first two films, because I don't think this guy is the best when it comes to action sequences, let alone fight scenes. But I would say the best the action has looked is in the third one. Whether that's to say the director got better, or maybe Lorenzo had a little bit more control, I don't know which is which. But again, some funny parts here and there. There's this girl who's like very butch, but then when she tries to hit him with a bottle, it doesn't work, so he turns and she looks at him and goes, "You wouldn't hit a girl, would you?" And the next thing you know, she goes through the window, thrown right through the damn window. That did make me laugh. Or this one guy tries to kick him and he moves and the guy hits the post by accident. It's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch." Just something about that reaction made me laugh. And then this one guy goes, "If you don't stop, I'm going to give my big brother..." Actually, this big brother's from a different family. He was adopted. "You need to apologize." And then Lorenzo's like, "Okay, I'll apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're such a dumb piece of shit." And this is what I'm talking about. It's these little things that when you watch so many actions like I do, it's the little things that stand out. And you have enough of those little things that you're made for an entertaining movie. Like the big guy's beating him up, and when he's thrown to the floor, he turns, and one of the patrons have knives, so he steals his knives from the boots, slams the knives right into the big guy's feet so he can't move, and then beats him up. And then Cowboy gets a chair, slides it up behind him, so when the guy falls, he falls and sits right in the chair. And that's the thing, if you don't have the budget to create insane action scenes, even going back to canon films like Death Wish 3 or other films, bigger budget films, then have a type of personality. And I will say that Snake Eater trilogy, they definitely have their own personality, and that's what makes it stick out as a trilogy. I don't think these ever got Blu-ray in the US. I don't think so. Maybe overseas. But I mean, Vinegar Syndrome. Hey, if you ever wanted, because they did like the Angel films and they did like Chandler O'Brien. If you're looking for more action films, if you do these and get like Lorenzo Lamas interview or commentaries, I might even be curious of picking it up. If you ever do that. Well, there's no demand for it. Look at Vinegar. Okay, take a look at Vinegar Syndrome, what they release. 90% of those movies there's no demand for, but they'll release them anyway with features and all the. Was anyone looking for The Last Slumber Party? I need that. No. Hell no. But anyway. And what the plot is what it is. I mean, to be honest, the plot kind of flounders where you're kind of wondering where this movie's going because he's just looking for this game. He wanders from place to place. That girl's parents are some of the crappier parents I've seen in a while because their daughter keeps disappearing on them like 2 times. As a, oh, soldier, our daughter's missing. Why weren't you watching her? I'm sitting there. Oh, she just got into this car, this moving van. Not a van, but a truck. So soldier finds her. Because it isn't any man she just offers herself to. I'm sitting there going, put her on a damn leash. Especially the second time she just wanders off. Put her in a damn leash or put a guard on her. What are you doing? So the first time she runs off, soldier finds her with this guy who I call a discount redneck Hulk Hogan. He got the hair, he's got the mustache, but if Hulk Hogan was a trailer trash redneck, that's who this guy would be. And the way Lorenzo's like, would you kindly dismount? Whoa, hold up. Will you mind putting on your underwear before we fight? Okay, thank you. Then as soon as he does, he beats the hell out of him. Including some decent kicks in there. And of course I have to talk about one of the people in the film is Bam Bam Bigelow. As the character Goose. Because again, once he gets the girl and gets her back where she needs to be with her parents, he's looking more into this biker gang, and there's Bam Bam. And Bam Bam's like, okay, fine, we're going to fight. Actually, wait. You don't wait. I'm going to take a piss. Don't go anywhere. I'll go find you. And Bam Bam, I know he's trying to do this deeper voice. You may not say it's a good performance, but it was an entertaining performance. I'll put it that. It was entertaining to see. Does I remember Bam Bam Bigelow from WWF? Bam, bam. So it may not be good, but it was entertaining. And when he's saying lines like, so you have a good time slobbing over her tits? And so Bam Bam's ready for a fight, and Lorenzo comes out with a gun, shotgun, and shoots him in the foot. You said we don't have a fair fight. You cocksucker. Hey, listen, that's Mr. Cocksucker to you. And he's like, of course I shot you. You're an offensive asshole. Of course I'm going to shoot you. Bam and sadly not in the film too long. He's in it for like 3 scenes. The second scene was actually pretty surprising. Getting more into spoilers. I mean, I know I've been spoiling it, but more into spoilers. This woman that Lorenzo's trying to get some info out of and says, I'll keep you safe. When he's off doing his sexy thing with his lady, she's somewhere else, and Bam Bam, open the door, come on. You know I don't like to wait out here. And then boom, just shoots her right through the damn door and kills her. I'm like, damn, I didn't see that coming. And so Lorenzo finds out, and he don't like that. So him and Cowboy find Bam Bam, and they get this idea where Lorenzo goes in and booby traps the guy's toilet. And then Cowboy, who kind of knew Bam Bam's character, goes in there, gets him drunk, gets him so drunk, and then he pulls out these pills. Bam's like, oh, I took these pills so that I don't have to piss so much. And you see Cowboy going. But then eventually he's like, well, okay, I gotta go take a piss anyway. And when he leaves, you see Cowboy go, yeah. And so when Bam Bam takes a piss, he gets, with the way it's done, he gets electrocuted. Which I miss those traps I wish there were more traps, but that's one of the things I liked in the first film is the traps. And yeah, it's more of them just trying to figure out what's going on with this biker gang. Him and Cowboy talked with some people. They did a tat. They killed a couple of these bikers. And one of them that they shoot in the stomach, like they're messing with him going, how's that stomach feel, huh? Yeah, it's gonna hurt for a while because you're gonna die from it. And if these things don't kill him, it's like, nah. As I'm gonna let him suffer with this gunshot wound to the stomach. So he like talked in the guy who's slowly dying from a stomach wound. I just, hey, you tried to murder me, so why would I be nice to you? I know people say that's sadistic, but to me that's more of a realistic reaction. You trying to murder me, well, I shot you in the stomach and now you don't die. Sorry, tough titty, buddy. And that's when the girl goes missing again. So ultimately, Soldier and Cowboy, they find some information from this lawyer type of guy. They get attacked his motel where they literally have to go from room to room to escape from this fire. They get out. They get some info from a lawyer guy. They find out where the bad guys are at. Conveniently enough, that's where the girl went to. So how lucky for them. They get some grenade traps to fuck up these bikers. Cowboy drives in with this big old truck. Now the ending, I wish it was a bit more extravagant, a bit bigger in terms of pretty much they crash through and they shoot a couple people and that's pretty much it. But I don't know, maybe I wish there was a bit more cat and mouse chase, a bit more shooting back and forth. Once in a while you get a blood squib, but a lot of times people get shot, you don't see anything. I think for this type of movie, each time someone gets shot, you should have a bloody squib, low explosive to simulate the gunshot. These kind of films, I want to say they need that type of thing, so that would have helped. And then the fight at the end, I'm like, because Lorenzo is fighting the guy, and then he's hiding. The guy shoots something that drops on Lorenzo. He's trapped. It's about ready to kill Lorenzo Lamas, but the girl kills him. Which makes sense story-wise because this is her act of defiance where because of this biker gang, she was attacked for all those months. Now she's able to do this, and that now, in a way, cheers her. I get that. I would prefer though that like she hits him or smacks him and she's defying him. To give Lorenzo enough time to get the shotgun, pump it, he turns, he says a badass line, blows him away. Big shotgun squib. So you still get her defiance, you still get her helping Lorenzo out. But then you also have a great defining moment for Lorenzo at the end. I would prefer that way of doing it. And have the bad guy really get it. You know, big shotgun blast. Or how quirky this film is. Have him get shot. But not only is he shot, but he falls back and gets impaled. So do the double whammy. With this kind of film, I could see that happening. So I would prefer something like that. But things wrap out. I'm glad they didn't kill the cowboy character. This seems like a type of film they would have killed that character off. But they didn't. He does get wounded, but he survives. The stuff between Lorenzo and his girlfriend. I don't know if we saw her in the older films. I can't remember. It's been a while. I'm trying to remember if she was in the other films of State Eater. If she was, I apologize. I mean, those scenes are what they are. Just, you know, a couple sex scenes. There you go. It's not really that memorable. But I thought it went at a fast enough pace. It was entertaining enough. It was great to see people like Bam Bam. Obviously, of the three, this had the better action scenes. Felt like I had a bit more of the action, less of the mental ward comedy in part two, which I didn't mind that film, but I would say that's my least favorite of the three, if I'm thinking about it. Would like to see a bit more of the traps, like you saw in the first film, but it was nice to see make them somewhat of a comeback. It was nice that Lorenzo got to do a bit more of his martial arts. This definitely felt like the fastest pace of the three. I wasn't really bored at all. And again, got a lot of genuine laughs and chuckles out of it. I think this is definitely a movie that has a little bit of tongue-in-cheek quality to it on purpose. So I think that was for the benefit. Because that helps. While the action may not be... It's fine. There's many others that are better. The sense of humor is what makes the film work. And Lorenzo does a good job as the lead. It's when he's playful. When he's serious, he's fine, but when he's playful, he's actually fairly good as an action lead. So, yeah. Like I said, I didn't grow up with Lorenzo Lamas. I didn't watch the TV show Renegade. I liked his film Bad Blood, which that has a lot of action. I remember that being pretty good. Like that film, I remember having a lot of action in it. But this, like I said, the sense of humor, the quirky quality, makes these films at least worth a watch if you like these type of movies. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.